Every Sunday, at the beginning of service, we say as clearly as we can that this church is dedicated to love and justice, the way of Jesus. And we try to make it just as clear that this loving and just community doesn't merely tolerate anybody's presence, but includes fully those who have for far too long been pushed to the margins by society and even by church. Every Sunday, we say explicitly that no matter your race, ethnicity, gender, identity, sexual orientation, this community includes you as full, equal participants in what we are collectively about. When we say, welcome home, we very much mean that who you are makes us who we are together. Recently, deadly violence has yet again been done to Black and Asian people. Numerous lives have been taken, people have been traumatized, countless friends and family members have had their hearts shattered. And while the circumstances of these tragedies are indeed different, they are similar in there being violence leveled against those pushed out into the margins of society here in the U.S. As of the time of this recording, the motivations of the shooter in California are not fully understood. And coming to eventually understand those motivations won't exonerate him, and it's not going to bring any healing to anybody. But in a spirit of accuracy and clarity, I don't want to say any more about this attack than I know, and so here's what I know. It was a hateful, evil thing to do against the dear Taiwanese people of Geneva Presbyterian Church. And it comes as part of a larger story of violence and hate in this country toward Asian people for years. As it pertains to the shooter in New York, those motivations are understood, and they are proudly racist, and not at all reducible to him being an isolated actor or the unfortunate effect of his poor mental health. It was a clear-headed continuation of the disease of hate in this nation. It's rooted in white nationalism and white supremacy, and it's sustained by a resistance to face the ongoing effects of our nation's long history of sin against those who aren't white. And it's insulated by mythologies about guns and violence, and it's spiritualized to the point of becoming hollow by churches, the very ones claiming to act on behalf of truth and the world-healing Christ. As clear as we've been about who can call Crosspointe home, who are the full participants in who we are, let us just as clearly now say that this home has no place for anybody committed to white nationalism, white supremacy, racism, xenophobia, violence, bigotry, misogyny. Anything demanding others must decrease so that you might increase. We renounce these evils, and not simply in our Sunday gatherings, but also in the way that we move through our lives, and the way that we conduct business, and in our hiring and firing, and the way that we vote, and what we fund, and how we embrace the discomfort and just speak up because we can't be silent anymore, and refusing to pretend that we have not seen or didn't know, and how we educate ourselves and our children, and how we define faith. When we say, welcome home, we are also saying this house offers no room for the oppressor. Not in our church, not in our society, and not in our lives. While we acknowledge all the violence and lost life and other recent tragedies, we take this moment to reflect on the particular pain of lost Black and Asian lives in recent weeks. The particular fear in Black and Asian hearts at this moment, intentionally put there to inflict unease and terror. We mourn with those who have lost their loved ones and who've lost yet a little more of their peace and hope as a result. We reflect together on the burden of hate that would sicken most of us, but is carried daily by only a relative few of us. We ask God to provide the afflicted peace and love and support, and to do so through those of us able to provide it. And we ask the God of those in the margins, who is the God, the judge of dehumanizing oppressors, and the healer of the human heart, to make things on earth as they are in heaven. So, if you are curious and have come to see, if you are tired and have come to rest, if you're grateful and you've come to share, if you are wounded and have come to heal, if you are joyful and have come to celebrate, if you are uprooted and have come to belong, if you are afraid and have come to be stood up for, protected, and reassured, welcome home.